Hey guys, and welcome back. In today's episode, we're going to be learning about how things fly. We all know how animals, such as birds, fly every day to get from one place to the next. We humans, however, do not fly on our own. So, when we do want to fly, we have to rely on machines such as airplanes or rockets. Believe it or not, the ability to make things fly is very new to our world. The first flight was about 120 years ago, which is not very long. Now, we have built hundreds of airplanes and spaceships all around the world. We have companies like Boeing, NASA, and SpaceX all working towards making things fly. Now, let's see how we can make things fly ourselves. There are four basic forces that make things fly. These forces affect flying animals, such as birds, and also affect machines, such as spaceships. Do you know what these forces are? But first, let's look at what a force is. A force is a push or a pull on an object. A force happens when one object does something to the other object. When this interaction stops, the force stops too. For example, when you push a cart away from you, you're applying a force on the cart. Then, as you pull the cart towards you, you are also applying a force on the cart. But a push is the opposite force to a pull. There are many things that a force can do. A force can make an object move. It can stop a moving object, like when you catch a ball. It can change the shape of an object, like when you make something out of Play-Doh, or even change the direction of the object, like when you hit a ball that's coming towards you with a tennis racket. In the same way as you pushing or pulling on a cart makes the cart move, there are different forces that make things fly. There are four main forces that affect flight. The first force is called thrust. Thrust is the force that pushes an airplane forward and allows the airplane to move from one destination to another. Thrust is usually produced by the engines in the airplane. The second force is called drag. This is the force that is opposite to thrust. It pulls the airplane back, making it slower. This force is due to the air around the airplane that moves it in the opposite direction from the thrust. The third force is called lift. This is the force that pushes an airplane up into the air. Lift is caused by an airplane's wing, meaning different wings provide different amounts of lift. The larger the wing, the greater the lift. The last force is a force that we experience every day while standing up, sitting down, or even laying down. Earth has the power to attract everything towards its center. This force by the Earth is called the force of gravity. The airplane, as well as the passengers in the airplane, are affected by this force, which acts downwards. When the lift force, which is the force that pushes an airplane up in the air, equals the gravitational force, which is the force that acts downwards, the airplane stays in the air flying. Increasing the weight of an aircraft increases the amount of lift needed because the force of gravity pulls the object towards the Earth, meaning there will be more lift needed to push it upwards. So, a larger wing would be needed so that there is more lift. But a larger wing means that there is going to be a larger amount of drag, which is a force that slows the airplane down. And since it's slowing the airplane down, to push the airplane forward, there is going to be a greater amount of thrust needed. As you can see, all these forces are connected together, and a change in one affects the change in all the others. Birds work in the same way that the airplane does. They have light weight, meaning less gravitational force. They have smaller wings, meaning less lift as well. They also have a great amount of strength, which provides them with a lot of thrust. so that the wind, which provides drag, doesn't slow them down or pull them back. Now let's see why humans aren't able to fly. Thanks to their light weight, great strength, and bodies, birds and other flying creatures can use their wings to create both lift and thrust. By only using our muscles, humans cannot get off the ground very high or very far. So instead, we've created machines to do what we cannot alone. We use wings from the airplane to provide lift, and we use engines to provide thrust. This way, we are able to fly in our machines. I hope you enjoyed this episode and you learned something new. Come back next time to investigate what goes on inside an airplane. See you next time!